Hey man, welcome back to Man Time. Today's episode, I'm going to talk about a better way to measure and cut your firewood. The quickest, easiest, cheapest way is what I was looking for. So I made something. I'm going to show you how I made it, and actually I'm going to make one and show you how to do it. Welcome to Man Time. Alright man, well, I'm processing up this big red oak tree and I'm having trouble getting my lengths consistent on the wood that I'm cutting up. And I'd like to have a better way. So I went, of course, on YouTube. The best way to, measure and cut firewood. The quickest, easiest way. And there were several different methods out there. What I used to do was take a tape measure, run it along the log, and then take my axe, and run down the log and mark out, every 20 inches. I like 20-inch stuff, right? And that's what I want, is 20-inch, 18 to 20-inch. And, it takes a while. And I don't know if you guys have ever seen Castaway, but Castaway, the most exciting part of that movie for me was the first 5 or 10 minutes where he's working for FedEx and he's got the stopwatch, and oftentimes that's what I'm doing at my work, right? I want to find the easiest, quickest, cheapest way to get a desired result. And that's kind of the goal of industrial engineering. So that's what I am and that's what I do. But this case is exactly the same case, right? Quickest, easiest way. And the one method that I saw that I liked the best was something that sticks on the side of your chainsaw and has the appropriate length. Now you can buy these commercially. I'm going to give you the part number for the magnet, and this is just 1/4 but what happens is you just stick it on your chainsaw, right, and go down, make little marks every 20 inches. I'm going to cut this off at 20 inches. I'm going to put something high vis on there, but this is the easiest way that I've seen to do it, and the method I devised, which is just a magnet with 1/4 and then 1/4 all thread on there, and we'll see how it works. But let me get this cut off at 20 inches, and then I'm going to put some high-vis tape on there right at 20 inches, right at the end of it there. So it's a quick, easy access. This is actually a reflective type of tape. And yeah, this should help me find it when I throw it down in the grass and, I'm looking for it at the same time. So let's get this cut up. I'll give you the part numbers for this stuff, and then we'll try it on some wood. So the light's going to be a little bit challenging here, but let's just put a tape on this and see what we got. So right here is 20 inches, and I've got my grinder over there, but let's see how wide this tape is. Maybe I can get 18 and 20 inches in one go. If this was 2 inches, yeah, this is 2 inches. So if I cut it at 20 and I have this on here, I can have at the end of it 20 inches, at the closer end 18 inches, and that's right where I want my firewood, somewhere right in between 18 and 20 inches. I've got big wood stoves, so I need longer pieces of wood. But let me cut this off at 20, and then we'll put some tape on here. Oh yeah, the part number for the magnet that I got off of Amazon is NACF 126. NACF 126. And I just looked up, I think powerful magnet with threads or something like that, but you can look it up right by that part number there, made in China. It was about $6, and then this piece of all thread was about $3. So for under $10 you can make this tool to perfectly measure your firewood and mark it, with it being on the chainsaw. So let's get this cut up and put some tape on it and see where we're at. Got my piece of all thread cut off, and I just went with all thread and 1/4 inch. This just made the most sense to me. I've seen where some people have done stuff with PVC because it's going to be maybe a little bit lighter, but we're right there at 20 inches from the end of the magnet to the end of this, and I'm gonna have to put some Loctite on here. I can already tell that much. Yeah. Ooh. Alright, let's get this tape on here and see how this works. This is the first time I've used this high-vis tape. It's actually got a backer on the back of it here. But it is pretty thick. The tape is super thick. Yeah, this isn't going to work. It was good in theory. But yeah, this is actually just way too thick. I don't know that it's going to work out for us here. I can probably put a little bit of glue on it to make it work, but yeah, I'm going to have to put some glue on there. This stuff is just, it's really thick. The tape is. It's not wanting to kind of conform to a circle. But if you could find something a little bit different, I was wanting some high-vis duct tape, you know, with that kind of inner fiber stranding to it. But I'm going to have to put a bead of glue along there. See if I got anything. Got a little red Loctite on here. There's a bead of it on there. And then we'll let this set up for a little while. Yeah, this magnet definitely works good. It is kind of loose on those threads. So let me lock it on there with the red Loctite. Should be alright. Well, I've got this little 036, and you can see there with the Firewood deal on there, the chain is still able to spin, right? That's the kind of the whole point, is with this on here, you can measure and figure out what's 20 inches, 18 inches, you know, whatever size you want, and you can do it from either side of the chainsaw. So you can work it down the log one way or the other way, or whatever you want to do. And then once you get down to one end, you take this off, you throw it on the ground or whatever, and then you go to cutting. Yeah, chain's nice and sharp. Let me get this blown off, and then we will put it to use. If you guys wouldn't mind, take the time and hit that thumbs up or subscribe. If you're homesteading, looking to build out in the country, that's what this channel is. I've got some good videos coming up where I'm going to do some work to this axe. The axe head is loose. I'm going to get this fixed up. I've also got another axe that I want to turn into a firewood axe. This one may not be the best one for firewood, but it does look like a pretty nice axe. This one is a diamond edge. Diamond edge. I don't know. And then I've got another no-name brand one I got off of eBay for about 20 bucks. You know, you combine that with a Tractor Supply axe handle, and you've got about a $40 really nice axe. I'm going to be building up these on the channel going forward, and then continuing to process this big red oak tree, make it into some firewood and some boards. I've got a chainsaw mill. I'm going to be setting that up. So if that stuff is interesting to you, make sure to subscribe so you can catch those videos. Let's go try out this new firewood measuring tool. Let me clean up the end here, and then we'll get this tool on here and start just marking 20 inches up the log here. All right, man. Well, that was the perfect, easy DIY firewood measuring tool to get you the perfect length every time. You can see how easy it was there. You know, using this as my indicator for 20-inch. I can come into the inside of the tape here and have 18-inch, or you can make it, you know, whatever size you want. Little 036 ported up. Man, it's doing awesome. If you want to see videos on how I built this saw, I've got a full series from finding this as a barn find for next to nothing money, and then getting it built up, ported up to what it's doing there. I mean, in 12-inch red oak, just ripping through it like nobody's business. Nice, lightweight, easy to handle. Yeah. But this thing, tool of the day, right here, this is going to make my life a whole lot easier. Hopefully it makes your life a little bit easier. And it's cheap, it's easy. You know, what else can you ask for? Anyways, that's going to do it for today on Man Time. Get out there, have you some man time too.